Women empowerment basically means that simplifying yourself in such a way that they're motivated, there is a growth for them, and at the same time, there is a vision for which they are all are working. And when there's no vision, actually, the empowerment cannot happen. You can have seats for women seats. You can have, in fact, in politics also they have seats. You have seats for women in many colleges, many universities. But when you talk about empower, what do we mean by empower? Today, at this occasion of Women's Day, uh, I would like to, I've called Archana, Kochhar, who is basically known in her field. We have chosen fashion industry field, and I would like to give my mic to her so that she can share her, share her experience about it. We discussed a lot before we came here, and like we are looking towards basically, corporatize the fashion industry. You'll be very surprised actually. Fashion industry is not corporatized. It is more individual actually. So will hand this a mic to her and she will proceed from here.
A very good evening to everyone here. Women empowerment is a topic that I think has been very close to my heart for the last couple of years. I think as we work and as we grow up in our lives, it takes a while to realize that it is truly somewhat of a man's world. I'm saying somewhat because there are more men in this room than women, so I don't want to be beaten up after this. So it's somewhat of a man's world, and then you realize that, okay, so we are lucky enough to be working, and we're lucky enough to have reached where we've reached in our lives, and we should go out and reach out to our counterparts and try and help in a small way, in whatever way we can. So me as a designer, we are small people and there's only that much we can do. We are not big corporates and we can't take over and change the lives of millions of people. But in our own small way, we try and help. So what I have done is I have been associated with the cause of the girl child and girl child education and girl child nutrition. Because I think that it begins from there. When a girl is educated, her entire family, I think, is educated. And I've been associated with Smile Foundation, and I am the Goodwill Ambassador of Smile Foundation now with all the work I've done for them. So when she got in touch with me and she shared her thoughts on women empowerment with me, I thought that it's a pleasure to associate with her, and it's a pleasure to take her cause forward on her thoughts, which were very different, on how to empower women. So it's been a pleasure talking to her, meeting her, and realizing what she wants to do for women empowerment. And I would love to be a part of it, mentor the children that are chosen. Children, no, I think the women.
They're women, yeah, they're women now. Top three winners, top three
winners, mentor them, and hopefully help them get somewhere in their respective dreams, achieve the respective dreams that they want to achieve.
Being a corporate also, I faced a lot of problem. Like when I went to Japan, instead of looking at my solution, they were looking at me. There's a woman entrepreneur from India. And I was really very shocked actually. I said, you look at my solution, don't look at me. So India has a very different perspective altogether when it talks about women altogether. And when you talk about, encouraging women and working on various plans and this thing, what we have done is from every year for 8th, we are going to select top 3 winners. We have started with fashion industry, and Archana will help me out. We will mentor them, we will guide them, we will invest in them. Typically what happens whenever there's a award being given, they have that sum of 5 lakhs, then 2 lakhs and 1 lakh, that kind of a thing. So this way they will not be able to make their career actually. We need to motivate them, we need to guide them, we need to basically bring them to that level that they're able to meet their vision. And for that, as an organization, every year we will select 3 people, winners, who will be basically will be a part of my business, where a company will be investing in their business. At the same time, we will be recruiting people. I have announced 4 movies actually, which I am directing. I learned it a very hard way because I had to think like a journalist. If you see Midday, and I think the Midday itself raises many questions actually. So if you see Midday, the first one, which is going on May, is directed by me, and I lived like a journalist for 1.5 years, and I've seen the pain, I've seen the kind of life they have no life. Sometimes they go at 3 o'clock in the night. Sometimes they don't even get time for their family. So it basically improved me as a person. It basically, if we see Midday, it is based on a true story. And I think majority of you must be knowing the incident happened in June 2011. So he was a brilliant crime editor, and basically it's based on true. You see the J returns again. J means journalist. The third one is again code, basically the red one, and the fourth one is about a pharmaceutical industry having a what you call a war between themselves. They will create disease, and they will rectify that. So all our script, everything is ready, and but let me tell you that it has been an honor and privilege to know each and every journalist from their point of view. They have made me realize so many things. We think what we do is, we think this is our life. But when you think and breathe and work like them, we see other life. I mean, they work 20 hours every day. 20 hours they work every day. I went for the person, the shooter, who had shot that famous crime editor. I went to the jail and I took his interview. And I said, I was so shocked to see him, actually. He was 20 to 25 years old, doesn't look like a shooter, and he said, I was given 50,000 rupees to do this. How can that be? Somebody from Bihar or Madhya Pradesh who has never had a criminal this thing, how can he kill? So this is, as a director, as a woman director, I'll be the first woman director to basically write about crime, direct a crime movie, and this will basically, make a lot of people realize what is journalism. A lot of people don't know what is journalism, and through this movie, we are going to take that path. There's a line I would like to say from the movie. When a soldier dies, there is a Jai Jawan in India Gate. Jyoti is there. There is pension is there. But when a journalist dies for the cause, who fights for his society, for justice, and sometimes takes his life in his hand to basically, unveil a lot of things, there's nothing for them. There's actually nothing for them. No pension, no this thing, no life, only that they are journalists. They have all the sources, and obviously, basically, I have lived that life, and I have a huge, respect for them. I understand them very well in terms of psychology, in terms of the family. They don't have a family life. I have realized that. They don't have a family life at all. So Midday basically is a tribute to all those true people, true journalists who fought for concern, for media, they in fact were in touch with underworld also. They used to get threats, and how they handled it. They used to have 9 numbers. And people don't know this actually. People don't know. The world does not know. The Indian, the normal Indian does not know about the movie, or how the journalist works, how this thing happens, how they basically, there has been some incidents basically on their marriage day they're called, and the person is gone for a story. So it has happened like that also. So this movie is made from the heart, which I have interviewed more than 600 people all over India. Then this was scripted in 11th draft. To give you more news about, very good thing is, we are an ISO certified company from TUV Germany. We are the only Bollywood company who is basically ISO certified. ISO certified basically works on quality parameters, basically a norm which US follows. And we're trying to work like an organized way. Like if you've seen that our shooting and release, everything is done. The details have been given. It is basically cross-checked by Germans who are a part of our team. But what happens that it's very important to know the subject better. It's very important to know yourself better. And I improved a lot, lived on the subject for 1.5 years. And other ones which I saw, J Returns, which is there, which is basically that people thought in underworld that if this guy dies, everybody in crime, they get discouraged. So there will be nobody. And the percentage increased to 14%, from 9% to 14%. So none of the journalists are scared. So underworld basically were ruling that time, and they said, okay, You do this thing, this guy dies, other people get scared. So there's no fear, basically. It is increased. And in fact, we are trying to contact Mass Communication Institute. We are taking their feedback. And we have sure we are also organizing what you call channel to be a part of it, to see from international point of view, because people don't know how they work in India. So what I am trying to put across is basically a deep insight of each and everybody's heart and mind of working like a journalist with a passion and challenge every moment, every time. I know many of you have got 5 events to come to cover today, and I thank